let's take a moment and talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is an opportunity for students to quiet their mind and get focused and ready for learning in the school day. Mindfulness is a part of our community circles every day at every school. Why do we feel like mindfulness and community circles are important? Well, the key piece is that they help to establish relationships. And we know relationships to be a really key and important part in student achievement. If we don't know our students, if our students don't know that we care, then they don't care what we know. As the late Rita Pearson shared, kids don't like to learn from people that they don't like. I'm going to share with you a prompt to help us to be mindful in the moment, and I'm going to go through our community circle protocol so that you can understand a little bit better what we mean and what we're doing when we're talking about mindfulness and community circles. Community circles start typically with a prompt, a mindfulness prompt, a simple question often, or an opportunity for students to quiet their mind and establish themselves in the present as they consider what that prompt is. Then there's an opportunity for students to share as they wish voluntarily. And then the teacher takes the moment to bring those things together and establish a positive vibe from that community circle. So let's choose a prompt and let's go through a little mini mindfulness moment, a little mini community circle. All right, so the prompt that I'm choosing is the following. If you could be a wild animal of any kind, which one would you be and why? So take a moment to think about that. What wild animal would you be and why would you be that wild animal? In our community circles, the teachers would give the students the opportunity to think about that prompt. And some students will be super excited and want to talk and want to call out what it is that they want immediately. But there are protocols that are established in terms of the expectation of how you're called and how you participate in community circles that are established at the beginning of the school year within that classroom. So I've had a chance to think about my wild animal, and I've decided that I want to be a lion. And I want to be a lion because the lion is the king of the jungle, and he is powerful, and he makes sure that he brings home the food for his pride, his group, and that kind of leadership and being able to go through adversity. That's the kind of person that I want to be. And so I've said that, and maybe there's two other people in the class who say that they also want to be a lion. Maybe somebody says that they want to be a peacock because they're colorful and the plumes of their feathers are bright and beautiful. Any number of things could be things that students bring up or choose as the animal that they wish to be based on the prompt. The teacher would then connect the students. I have multiple people who chose this thing, and so these are students who have things in common. And I have students who chose this other thing because they both feel that that animal is beautiful. Even though they may be different animals, they're both very beautiful animals in their own way. And so the teacher would move the conversation through in that way to establish connection, to learn more about the students that they're working with, to have the students learn more about them, and to make sure that students know that their voice and their thoughts are all important, and they are all important parts of the community that they're building within their classroom. So that's a quick example of mindfulness. Again, it is there so that we can help students to focus their mind, quiet the noise in their mind as they're getting ready to learn. And it's also there to help us to establish relationships so that we can teach and lead and grow with love in Richmond Public Schools.